Hey, this is Brent from Total Fit 40. Today I want to talk about time management and getting fit. Because I hear this all the time. Well, I don't have the time to exercise. I don't have the time to eat healthy, to eat. Because most people know what they should be doing nutrition wise. Now, let me take that back. A lot of people don't. Of clients I've had didn't really understand it. They knew just enough to not do it right, if that makes sense. But most people, what I hear all the time, I don't have the time to eat right. I don't have the time to exercise. I don't sleep well, which is a really big one. If a person asks me of importance, exercise, nutrition, and sleep, those are the three biggies of being more healthy and being fit. I would put the order, in my personal opinion, I would put sleep number one, nutrition number two, and exercise number three. It's my opinion. If you're not getting enough sleep, if you have a bad night's sleep, your next day sucks. It's horrible. And I'm going to do an entire show, a podcast, and a YouTube video on sleep. What I do that works for me, and hopefully it can help you out. All right, time management of I don't have time to exercise. Okay, you actually do, and let me explain. Like I've mentioned before, I am a police officer, and I work 12-hour shifts. The shifts go from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Right now, when I'm making this video, yesterday I was on day shift, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Starting not tomorrow, but the next day, I moved to the night shift, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. I have 2 days in between off to switch my schedule, my sleep pattern, to go to be working nights. We do that every 2 months. It's a big deal because I said number one, importance to being healthy, getting fitness the way you want is sleep. Number two, nutrition. Number three is exercise. Well, this change of shifts affects all three, but I figured out what works for me, and I've got it down now. And in a later episode, I'm going to discuss children. Everyone's busy. Everyone is busy. Everyone has 100 things to do. A lot of times eating right, nutrition, things like that are not the top of your list. But let me tell you what, they need to be. Because if you don't have your health, all that other stuff really don't matter that much, It's very true. Time management. All right, so what I'm having to do yesterday and the 2 months before that, I have to be at work 6 a.m. We have a gym at the police department. That's where I do my working out, my training. I have to be there dressed, ready to go by 6 a.m. So I wake up at 4:30 a.m. I hate it. I'm not a morning guy. Hate it. But I know I have to look the way I do, to feel the way I do. I have to get up at 4:30. I'm in the gym starting by 5. I'm done with my workout by 5:30. Get dressed. I'm at work by 6. You have to plan. Do I want to do that? No. Sucks. But you have to have priorities. You have to know, I have to do this. There's no other options. If I want to feel good, if I want to be healthy, and I want to live to be 100 years old, I've said it for many, many years. So I try to do everything I can to reach that goal. And then there's a lot of factors that a person has no effect on whatsoever. But I'm going to do my part. I'm going to eat right. I'm going to get plenty of sleep, and I'm going to exercise. Now, my schedule's getting ready to change. Remember, I'm starting at 6 p.m. I will get home at 6:30 a.m. I'll sleep till about 2:30. Most days, 2:30 in the afternoon. Mess around at the house a little bit. I'll be at the gym at 4:30 p.m. I'll be through with my workout by 5-ish. get dressed, and I'm going to work. I have to have a schedule. Everyone has 30 minutes a day, if they plan, that they can exercise. You can wake up 30 minutes earlier. If you're not a morning person like me, can you do it on your lunch hour? If you have an hour for lunch, can you take 30 of those minutes to do exercise? And exercise can be a walk. Now, if we're talking about being in the actual gym and moving weights and stuff like that, you just have to plan around it. Now, I know a lot of people, I've had lots of clients, and they tell me they go to work, if they go home, change clothes, they're done. They're not leaving the house, they're done. I'm sure many of you can relate to that, and I can also. So I tell those people, look, okay, you get off work, go straight to your gym, get your 20, 30-minute workout in, then go home, eat your food, and be at home. You have to plan it. And I have all kinds of ideas. Like my clients, especially when I first get them, will tell me, okay, here's my schedule. Here's what I got to do. I got to pick up my daughter at 7. I got to pick up my son at 7:45 p.m. I got to do everyone's busy, right? But they give me their schedule, and I work something in. I get it. And they say, well, that's not working. Then I redo their schedule. Okay, what about this? We find something that works for them. They have to enjoy doing it. You're not going to do something you don't enjoy. Short term, yes. Long term, no. And we're not after short term goals. We're after long term goals. So you really have to plan, man. You have to plan. When it comes to sleep, and this doesn't really bother me, but there's a lot of research out there that shows if you're on your phone before it's time to go to sleep, keeps your brain busy, you don't sleep as well. It didn't really have that effect on me, but there's nothing worse than laying down. All right, I've got to go to sleep, laying down. And 100 things going through your head. Your mind is busy, going. You're laying there and you can't sleep. Horrible feeling. I forgot where it was. Okay, the schedules and the plans. I do it for my clients, and it works out. And you have to have something long term. Sleep. Some people say that they can get by on 6 hours of sleep. I personally cannot. That's 7.5 after years of research of my body. 7.5, I'm pretty good. 8, I'm real good. But 7.5, I still feel good. I function fine. So I counted up. Okay, if I have to get up at 6 a.m., that means that I have to be in the bed, not just in the bed, asleep by 10:30 p.m. to get my 7.5 hours. Now, that's something else you need to plan. Most of us, me, I can't lay down and in 5 minutes I'm asleep. Lay there a little bit. So I'm going to be going to bed to start to sleep at around 10 if I need to be asleep by 10:30. You have to plan. And I know things will come up, events will come up. If you have kids, you may have a ball game that night where you're a little bit past that, or a away game and you're past that. Try the next day to get an extra 30, 45, even an hour of sleep. Plan, go to sleep earlier that next day. Let your body catch up and recoup a little bit. It's all time management. You have to have plans. You have to have a schedule. You have to make it work for you. Again, throw the questions at me. I get that question a lot. Throw the questions at me. TotalFit40.com. Follow me on social media. Thank you so much for listening and for watching.